Hello everyone, my name is SimValera and welcome back to the city of Bonito Coast in the city Skylines for the 13th time you visiting it. Wow, 13th time already. Now, for this 2 weeks or something that we've been away from here, I've learned some things and I feel like this city needs some changes and fixes, and for this episode, we will be concentrating on the public transportation and for the most part buses, but in the future we will also get to the metro and all that stuff. But this time it's buses, and I mean, if you read the title of the video, it's gonna get crazy. Just get ready for that. I'm not the best at it, but I got some tips, and I think you can just learn something from this video, I think. But anyway, as I said, this city needs some fixes and changes, and to start with, we will be fixing some. For so long we had this problem with this park in the middle of this huge and beautiful roundabout. Beautiful because the cars, they just flow in this circle, and whenever I build a roundabout, they usually use one line, and here it ended up looking really beautiful. Now, we've been away for some time, and there were updates, and one of them is just these roads with bus lanes and the pedestrian roads, and this park in the middle of the roundabout was complaining because it wasn't connected to the road. Actually, it was only like I draw some pedestrian paths, but it wasn't real. So we got this pedestrian road, which is like a pedestrian path, but bigger, and some cars, not all cars, but some cars can use it. I feel like the cars for the service cars, for the facilities or something, but I've seen some regular cars using it, so I'm not sure. But this way our park will actually be connected to the road, and it was complaining a dead person is waiting for a transport, but there is actually no road. Well, now there is, and hopefully it will stop complaining. But in the episode 11th or something, we were building this castle wall, and you'll see later, but for some reason it complains as well, and for the same reason, the crime rate is high, but what can I do? It doesn't require a road to be built. So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that some people gonna complain, some buildings gonna complain, and whatevs. We just have to move on with our lives. And about complaining, in this episode we will get some bus lines, and oh dear, oh yeah, look at this roundabout, so amazing. I'm just in love with this. And now this park it stopped complaining, and it is actually connected, and it's all really beautiful and nice and shining and shimmering. I love it. Now let's just put some, I guess, more trees, and get rid of sound so it doesn't look like a jungle or something. Because I feel it difficult sometimes, when you create a park, to find the perfect amount of trees, because sometimes it can be too little, and sometimes it just can become a jungle, and you never want that. Now, for now, let's just walk in our downtown area, district, whatever, and build some more, because we've been away for so long from this area, and we have some demand for both commercial and residential, so why not to zone all of this. And we also have already the good rate of education, and we got some high schools, some elementary, some high school schools, and university we have. So I think that we are ready finally to have some offices. I've been waiting for this for so long, and yeah, we will also zone some offices. You see, so much work this time, and this episode only called Bus Madness, and we still didn't get to that. Now, for this time that I've been away, I've also learned not only about the bus lanes and everything, because you know, we don't have actually buses here, and I feel like it is my mistake. I wasn't paying much attention to it, and it is, yeah. So, but not only that, what I've learned as well is that, well, for the help of the mods, of course, what I've learned and what I got a lot of mods as well. One of them is, if you were watching this already, of course, you know that I have a mod that is what is it called? It doesn't let buildings grow to a certain level. Like there are like 5 levels that building can grow higher and higher and higher, and I tell them, don't grow higher than your second level, and so they will be just, you know, we won't have these tall buildings. And in this district where we are, I was calling it a townhouse district or something, but we don't really have townhouses. Like, I zoned low residential, and we have these kind of big houses, but still they're not townhouses, and we want them. So I zoned high residential, but because we don't want high buildings, we only want this high residential buildings be at the first level of development. You know, you see, I click on these buildings and then I check one of the 5 boxes, the first box, so this way they won't grow higher than the first level, and this way we will have this rather not really tall buildings and townhouses, and finally what we wanted. But there is also another way. You see, I'm here clicking on each and every single one of these high residential buildings, whatever. But there is also another way. When you mark a district, when you mark it and draw, I don't know how to paint, whatever, you get this district, and you can click on it, the district name, and like there is this bar that shows how many people live in this district, and like you can manage policies and stuff. But you can also just simply click on the, it's difficult to explain without like the actual image, but you can just tell the whole district that the buildings in this district won't grow higher than the first level, for example. But you know, I want it to you see here, I tell the buildings of the residential not to grow higher than the second level, and you see some buildings disappear because, you know, they developed already, and so, hey, we're so big already, and you tell us we can't be, so we will just leave. Thank you for leaving, because we only need some small houses in that suburban area. And here we will just mark our downtown area, I guess, because I also got a very great mode that, well, a couple of modes. One of them unlocks the European style buildings. Here you see themes on the right side of the screen, themes. Well, I got the one that unlocks all the European buildings, so we can actually have them, and in the previous episode you've seen it. And yeah, I guess I've already told you about it, right? And I also got some other themes, like the American trailers, housing themes, whatever, like neo-electric, something like that, UK terraced housing, something like that, yeah. And yeah, I'm really excited to use them in the future, and we will definitely have them here in our city of Bonito Coast. So yeah, much excited. But because we have this, what I've noticed, because we have this mod that unlocks European buildings, we can actually have them, they will actually grow anywhere, like in everywhere, but we only want them to have in this European district, not everywhere, like in our downtown area, or how do you call it, central business district. We don't want them. So this way, I feel it like way more efficient and convenient to always mark districts and then tell every district that you can have international theme, like there is also such option. And so I just mark like you can only have international styled buildings here, and that's it. We don't have buildings that we don't want to have there. Here I just replace the element because we have this like bad kind of situation with education. So I got some elementary schools and high schools, so just to get our education level higher. There's some more trees, blah blah blah, and you see what else? Oh, still high schools. Well, university is doing really good. Our higher education is just awesome. Yeah, you see the castle walls, they complain about the crime rate, but there's you see, with the park that was in the middle of the roundabout, it was obvious what was the problem. It wasn't connected to a road, though it should be, so it was obvious, the solution was obvious. Here I don't quite know what to do, because the castle walls, they don't require roads to be built, and so this way I guess we will just have to deal with it and move on with our lives and whatever. I guess, yeah, I don't see the solution. If you see, feel free to tell me, of course, but I don't know. But anyway, we will now zone some more. Like, we have this highway that some people don't like, I guess, but I like it, that goes through this central business district, and you only have buildings on one side of it, so we will just go over it. And now I guess we will finally do some work with buses. We already had like a couple of lines, but I didn't feel like they were efficient, and I feel like, because I didn't know much about it. Now I know more, yet I call myself an expert. I'm not at all. I'm still learning. We all do, but yeah, I feel like I know more. And one of the tricks and tips that I got from other people is that it is a good idea to have these lines that, you know, in real life you often have, not always, but I feel like for the most time you have bus stops that are like catered like on the opposite sides of one road. So there is like one road and there are two bus stops, like one in front of each other. So one goes like to the north and the other one in the opposite direction to the south. And you have these two bus stops. Not always, of course, but I feel like really often you have it. And yeah, I will try to use this technique, like to have two bus stops in front of each other on one road. But you see, it only works when you have like a bus line that is like actually a line. Because in this central business district we will have a bus line that is actually like a circle, kind of. It works like a circle. So this way we don't really need the bus stops that are in front of each other. Though I love this idea. I mean, it is kind of realistic, right? But here I feel like it is much more efficient to have only on one side of the road, because we have this circle-ish bus lane. Because you see, in this area we have a roundabout that is a one-way road, and we also have you see, roads that are one way. So this way roads actually go and they function as a circle. So this district functions as a circle. So there's just no way we do something different than a circle. So this way, yeah, our bus line. I don't want to use circle one more time, but I guess I have to. And we will only have bus lanes on one side of the road, I guess. And it took me some time, because I wanted to be like efficient and great, because I love buses and I love playing with these bus lanes. It's just a lot of fun. You see, at the end I was trying to do 2 bus stops, but at the end I will get rid of, you'll see, but yeah, just to have just one, because it's stupid. It didn't make any much sense because it's the end of the line, so you don't really need that. But anyway, so the idea, let me tell you about the idea. Our city is kind of big already, kind of. Yeah, relatively. And I wanted, because we have different districts, I wanted to have multiple bus lanes, and like one bus lane specifically for each district. So inside one district there is a bus line that only works inside one district. So it is only for this area and it won't go anywhere outside. So that's the idea, that we have one bus lane that is dedicated only to one district, and also a couple of other bus lanes that will unite all these districts together. And yeah, so this way our areas will be connected together. But this episode is called Bus Madness for a reason. And you'll see so many people, I guess, will find it efficient. So many people will want to use it that it's gonna get crazy. We will have like hundreds of people waiting for a bus when a single bus can only maintain 30 passengers. I mean, maybe it's, I don't know why. Maybe it's because we only have buses, but the problem was that we're gonna have, the problem is that we will have a couple of bus lanes that will connect our districts, and so many people will, the traffic will, the passenger traffic, or how you call it, will be only created for this connecting bus lanes. Maybe I will get rid of them, or maybe not, because to have hundreds of people waiting for a bus, it's no good. And I mean, they're gonna have to wait like hours and hours and hours, and this way, if they want to get to work, they never will. And this way, like, maybe our economy it's bad for our economy maybe, but yeah, it's no good. So we'll see. You can also have different colors for each bus line, which is like another cool thing. I mean, it's a small thing, but it's like nice. You could never have it. Anyway, and it's like nice and like, yeah. So you can have different colors, and I got a green bus line for the suburban area, and darkish blue for downtown, purple for townhouse. But anyway, why am I even telling you about it? I'm just so excited about the colors. So this way, I don't know, you can actually know where. Like, my idea was like suburban area, green color, like nature and stuff. I don't know. And what am I doing now? Oh yeah, the first connecting bus lane. Now, because it is connecting, the length of the bus lane is gonna be kind of huge, though, I never had like an extremely big city in this game, but I guess you see, I also have bus stops in this farming district, but later off camera I will get rid of it because I was trying to find a solution to this problem with so many passengers wanting to use this connecting bus lane. But the length is so big, so this way I wanted to have like few bus stops, but maybe it's not a good idea, I don't know. The color of this bus lane will be black. You see, we will have two connecting bus lanes. One of them will be black and one of them will be white. The black line will be black, so British, black. Anyway, the black line will be connecting the industrial area with all the others. So the idea is like, if you live in the townhouse district or suburban area or the downtown, you can get to work even if you don't have car. So you see, some people don't have cars, some people don't drive, and so what? So this way they can't get to work. That's not fair. So yeah, the idea was to connect all these districts together, and so I had this black connecting line, which is kind of long. Yeah, but hopefully it will do good, and I guess people, you know, did find it useful, but too many people found it useful. So maybe I will just maybe I will have to get rid of this long black line, and maybe I will just have to create some more shorter ones. Maybe. It is kind of sad though. I was so excited, like, oh yeah, finally we gotta get these bus lanes. You see, we have bus stops in front of each other on one road. This is just what I love the most. And here, in this European district and the suburban area. But anyway, I was so excited, and now, again, we have problems. But in the next episode, we will have metro lines. Yeah, I mean, no promises, but yeah, certainly, I mean, probably. We'll have metro, finally. What do you call it, by the way? Metro, subway, underground. Oh my god, so many words. And see so many different colored buses looking so good. We have the blue one and the purple one and the black and white and green. And we also upgraded some roads, so they have bus lanes. These roads already had four lanes, and they still have 4 lanes, but just like another. You see, I used the sidewalks. It is also a mod. You can get a mod that will allow you to put sidewalks, or not sidewalk, crosswalks. Yeah, crosswalks that will allow you to put crosswalks anywhere on the road. So yeah, so this way you can like have crosswalks anywhere. And I also got these bus lanes, which I just love. Look how many people. This is crazy. This is ridiculous, but and you can also, with this info map, you can see that on the left side. Oh, alright, okay. We had a lot of people that want to use the white line, and on the other side, the people that want to use blue line. You see, and some people who want to use the black line as well. On the left side, so many buses, wow! But still, one can only maintain 30 passengers, and there are hundreds of people. So what am I supposed to do? I don't know. But again, I'm in love with these bus lanes. I don't know what it is, but I just love these red lanes. I got rid of this because I felt like some people, people were, because of that bus stop, a lot of people were getting on the bus, so they were already full when they arrived to these stops with so many people. But anyway, yeah, not that much work we will do now. We will just check on how things do. In our townhouse district, things do relatively good. In the European districts, things are crazy. Maybe it's just because we only have like one bus stop here. Oh yeah, I haven't created a bus lane for the European district. Oh yeah, because we don't have much there, so I felt like, anyway, in the next episode we will do, as well as like the metro and stuff, so please stay tuned for that. A lot of work lies ahead, so give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and until next time, stay tuned and goodbye.